Did you know some aliens are single mothers on a genetic level? I wonder if it affects the behavior of the children. Curious. Tell them about per capita. I'm getting to it.
What do you mean you don't like alt girls? What? You don't like goth women? We're dunking on dudes who just hate women.
He said I hate what?
We're dunking on an incel, folks. And
I'm shocked Xanderhal's still making videos. This should be a fun response video. Xanderhal reacted to one of my videos and made a video on me, and he said that I'm an incel.
I've got a video I've been recommended by an incel channel called Remnant777.
That I hate women, and worst of all, that I hate goth girls, and that they're evil.
That's been popular in incel spaces for a while, that alt women are the end of the world, that alt women are evil, a problem.
I'm gonna be honest with you, there was so much hilarious nonsense to cover, I was literally petrified with my options on where I should start. So I decided to go with the most straightforward, logical approach, which is, what's the most funny to look at first?
Are aliens inherently violent? Interesting.
What is the septum nose ring theory? Well, according to the experts at knowyourmeme.com, it is a way of allegedly... He really thinks he got me here. Look at this smug little...
When you're a right-wing figure, your sources can be know your meme. But if you're a left-wing figure, it is highly expected, in fact mandatory, that you actually do research and you are actually ready to cite sources when you make a claim.
This is hilarious. We're not even 30 seconds into my own video yet, and he made the biggest cell phone imaginable. So this joke where I was quoting the experts, it was mocking people who need a source for the most basic things in the world, and use shitty sources at that. Yada-doo-doo-doo, yada-doo-da-doo. Ah! Shoot, I can't feel my legs! My legs, I'm in pain!
Do you have a peer-reviewed study to back up that claim? Why should I believe you?
Instead of getting the joke, he became the embodiment of the midwit I was mocking in the joke. But to be fair, he doesn't even pass as a midwit because he's much closer to a dimwit, as you can see in this video. That they are like beautiful blue poisonous dart frog.
Oh my god, he's actually doing that meme. He stole this meme from a Twitter account, by the way. Like, this is...
So I apparently stole this analogy from a meme on Twitter. Good sir, you do realize that analogy has existed for years. I swear, Xanderhal comes across as that type of guy to say, oh yeah, Sun Tzu, yeah, I know about that guy from a meme. He said that we shouldn't vote for Trump because he's a fascist that's gonna lock up little Mexican children in cages, right? But here's another clip. This really highlights how little he knows about women and just people in general. Because in the video I said, if you want a mentally stable, hot goth girl, you gotta first get a normal girl and make her goth. Genius, I know. I read all your comments praising it. I know that you guys loved it. But let's see what Xanderhal's reaction is to it.
Why do I bother trying to, like, analyze what the things these guys say mean when just a few minutes later they admit it openly? You don't want a girlfriend, you want a Barbie doll. Exactly, Revan.
Buddy, have you ever been in a relationship before? The irony of all of this is that the last relationship I was in, she literally said, and I quote, I want you to dress me up like a doll. So yeah, people do change their appearances based off of what the other person is attracted to. And it happens both ways, like who knew? Only literally every person who's ever been in a relationship before, this happens. Where do you think I got the idea from, you dumb f? You do realize that when you're in a relationship, you try and make the other person more attracted to you, right? Now I understand each person might have their own boundaries on what they're willing to do and not do. For example, I was asked to shave my beard. I told her no. It's really important to me, but I was willing to change my hairstyle to something she liked more. People commonly do this all the time when they're in a relationship. Hey, do you like this dress? Hey, do you like my hair this way? It's kind of important that the other person's attracted to you, right? Now, will this work with all women? Would you be able to get a traditional woman to become goth 9 times out of 10? Maybe not. But again, people are willing to do things to make the other person happy. Maybe she's not willing to become emo for you, but maybe she'll put on the cat ears. And here's the interesting thing that's off topic. A lot of conservative women don't have piercings or tattoos or dyed hair, not because they're really against it. It's because they don't want to attract the wrong men and repel off the men they desire. Because our appearance, the way we present ourselves, signals things about ourselves to other people. And depending on who you are, what your values are as a person, you should be conscious of this and tailor your appearance to attract the people you want. Xanderhal was bitching and moaning the entire time in this video, saying I want to force women to remove their septum rings, which I never did.
Let me make it very clear. To these people, not being self-aware is not immediately saying, oh my god, I never thought about it that way. I'll immediately get my septum ring piercing removed. How could I ever consider wearing a piece of jewelry that you don't like? Oh my god, I'm so evil for that. Oh my god. Like, that not being their response is what indicates that to them.
Oh my word, he is so fucking stupid! This man has never articulated a clear thought in his life. But actually addressing what he says though, the video wasn't even made with the intention of telling people what to do. But in general, the video could be helpful to women who don't attract the wrong men. There are many women who are unaware when you present yourself in this way, you're attracting and repelling off certain types of men. And for those women, they can do what they wish with this knowledge, depending on what they want in life.
Okay, I posted a video about men not liking me, and the comment section is just absolutely frying me at the moment. But the amount of people that brought up my nose ring is wild. And then someone said I look like a Democrat because of the nose ring. So I'm taking it out. I just want to see, because I don't take this thing out. I just want to see. Oh, I got it. Oh, fuck, I like it. God.
And Xanderhal literally agrees with me on this. Literally, verbatim, he just agrees. All he can say is, you're right, but I dislike you because you're right-wing. The majority of points I made in this video, he flat out agreed with. Them. Their whole mentality is, I want it, and I don't care how you view me about it. In fact, if you view me poorly because of this superficial thing, that's good. I don't want you in my life. I repent.
Yeah. The fact that people like this guy see this as an unreasonable mindset is a, fundamental flaw in their worldview that has to be corrected.
And according to Xanderhal, I guess there's nothing wrong with really what I said there. It's just the fact that I said it as a right-wing Christian conservative. And also that I'm a guy. But going back to the example I mentioned before, where he said that I don't want a girlfriend, I just want a doll to dress up. That was so nonsensical and stupid from the perspective of somebody who has been in a relationship before, that my knee-jerk reaction was, is this guy projecting? Like, is he actually desperate and unable to attract women himself? Is that why he calls people incel repeatedly? And apparently, I wasn't the only person who had this impression, according to the comments in his own video. I mean, visually looking, if you didn't know anything about this guy, he would fit the incel description. It's not hard to visualize and imagine this guy going to a party just to stand in the corner awkwardly and not talk to people while he sips soda and vapes. POV, you're at a Breadtuber party. He doesn't take care of how he looks. He literally looks physically ill 90% of the time. He looks like he's dying of some sort of disease that resurfaced from the Middle Ages. He's uncharismatic, he's not funny, and he blames everybody else for his own problems that he refuses to fix. But it turns out, no, he's not an incel.
I don't know.
Wait, who is Lanny in your chat?
Lonnie's my girlfriend.
Oh, nice. She's a fucking moron.
And it turns out, yeah, he did have a girlfriend. He even made some relationship advice videos with her a few years back.
Okay, so
But I can't control her. Wait, I can't control... Wait,
then you can't control me talking shit about her. What the fuck?
Listen, I can't control women.
I mean, he's right. He couldn't control his girlfriend from cheating on him and stealing his money for meth. A great relationship right there. But after thinking about this, it all clicked and made sense to me. Because when I heard that, I thought, oh yeah, of course. If he's going off of his personal experience in life when it comes to women and girlfriends, why wouldn't he find it far-fetched to believe that you can get women to change their appearance for you? That when you're in a relationship with somebody who cares about you, they want to be more attractive to you. Of course, this would be a foreign concept to him, as somebody who was with a person who genuinely didn't care about him. Because when you're with somebody who actually cares about you, they're not going to cheat on you or steal your money for meth. He never has been in a relationship where a person has actually cared about him. So why wouldn't he object to the things I said and voice his opinions? He's thinking I'm objectifying women, I just view them as objects, when literally the example he gives is what a woman asked me to do to her. This in itself speaks volumes about how little he knows about people, especially women. And I'm not even a relationship advice channel, but even I know bullshit when I smell it. And this clip right here just encapsulates the video in a nutshell.
Because any guy who openly admits to not finding women with like unnatural hair colors and piercings attractive is kind of self-reporting. I think it's emblematic of the fact that the moral of this video is
These women are awful, and there's no hope. There's no hope to be in a relationship that won't end in horror.
like it's just black pill doomer shit. That's all incels are.
I'm neutral on this subject matter because, truth be told, I find women with dyed hair and piercings to be hot. It reminds me of a very fitting quote, as the wise philosopher BigBunjeee put it.
Xanderhal is really good at debating the voices in his head, dude. Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is he even talking about?
And on top of that, he said that I hate women. I think that goth girls are unattractive, that I hate them, and that I said that they're literally evil. I never brought up morals once in the video, but I guess he ran into a problem that when he was agreeing with my points repeatedly, he had to bring up something to fight me on. Had to give himself a reason to hate me because I'm a filthy right-wing Christian. But this part confused me. Like, why would you say that I hate goth girls when I literally talk about how attractive I find them? And it got me thinking, and I came to a realization. You see, when it comes to radical leftists like him, people who are really deranged, if you disagree with them, they hate you. They hate nuance, they hate people who think differently. That is how they live, that's how they see the world, and they project that onto other people. So when he hears me say, I think that women with dyed hair, piercings, tattoos, they're more left-wing, he interprets that as pure hatred because that's how he acts in the world. Anything he disagrees with, he hates. If you're a Christian and you say, hey, I don't hate but I don't believe it aligns with the Bible, that means you hate people. You want them to burn in hell. You think goth girls are more left-wing? You must hate goth girls then. Because anything that's different, you hate it. Because that's how he goes about these things. That's why he blindly hates conservative men throughout this entire video.
And this right here is why there are a torrent of women who have divorced conservative men and happily do not submit to their will anymore. There are plenty of like trad, like conservative LARPy, like 20-something-year-old women out there looking to get married, like fresh out of high school, and raise kids and do the whole conservative LARP thing. But more often than not, those people end up getting divorced, and those women in particular realize they were either or taken advantage of or made a massive mistake, and they are often very unhappy in their lives from then on. And
ironically, I bet he supports open relationships and open marriages, which have the worst divorce statistics out there. Or knowing him, he's going to use mental gymnastics to say that they're perfectly acceptable or valid, while shitting on conservatives who value chastity and a low body count, which for those who don't know, correlate with the best divorce rates out there. But again, feel free to listen to the guy whose girlfriend did not give a fuck about him and decided to cheat on him and steal his money. He knows what he's talking about. But notice this. If you're a conservative man, according to Xanderhal, you're an incel. But if you're a conservative man in a relationship, your woman is gonna leave you and secretly hates you. And if she doesn't secretly hate you in the marriage she's in, she was then brainwashed into it. Because no matter what, according to Xanderhal, if you're a conservative man, you're a horrible person and you're never gonna find love or be in a relationship. And even if you are in one, it's gonna be a horrible one. Because to him, all roads lead to Rome with this. It doesn't matter who you are or what type of relationship you're in. If you're a conservative, you're horrible, and you're going to be unhappy for it. He's dreaming of the day when you get a divorce. That'll teach you, conservative. But you know what my opinion is on liberals, even atheists, those disgusting people out there? You know what I think of if they get into relationships or get married? What I think is I don't care, because your political views alone don't indicate your character. It's not that simple. But going back to incels, the people Xanderhal hates, the people that constantly fill Xanderhal's mind, these incels, they're everywhere. Are these incels in the same room with us, Xanderhal? But Xanderhal's not different in this way. The left as a whole obsesses over people they call incels. But why? Yeah, it's an overused buzzword these days that has lost all meaning. But genuinely ask the question, why do they do this? Let's pretend for a second that he's not projecting his own insecurities on other people to be that pick-me male feminist that says, I'm not like other toxic men. Why do they hate incels so much? Genuinely, why do they hate them so much? If a man is struggling to get into a relationship, struggling to attract a woman, shouldn't that warrant some genuine sympathy or compassion? It's like me mocking and shitting on a person for being poor. It's not progressive or left-wing in the end. The left claims to stick up for the underdog, the people in groups who systemically struggle, the people who are not well off. So why do they constantly shit on people who are incels? Well, if you ask them this question, they're going to say it's because incels are not just alone, they're misogynistic, they're so evil and hateful and bitter towards women. That means we're allowed to hate them back, to put them in their place, and to call out what they're doing. But the problem is, there are an incredibly large amount of self-proclaimed feminists that hate men. They say #all men. It's so bad, I have to censor it on YouTube. They talk about how they literally want to attack men and view them as the lesser sex. What about that? No doubt people like Xanderhal, they don't talk about this. They haven't covered videos like this. It's only about these evil incels that say hateful things about women. But when it comes to women saying hateful things about men, no, we gotta approach this differently. Don't you know? These women have suffered. Listen to them. They have had bad, horrible experiences with men. That's why they're saying these things. They've been hurt by men. They've been You can say the exact same thing about these incels. They have had horrible experiences with women. Why do you think they say a lot of the things that they do? You can't open up to women or trust them. Why would they say that? Because they've been hurt by women. But with leftists, people like Xanderhal, that warrants no sympathy. You're only allowed to hate on the other sex because of your bad experiences if you're a woman, but not if you're a guy. Because Xanderhal and people on the left, they genuinely don't care about men. They don't care about people being attacked or harassed online. They're silent when women do it, but they're very vocal whenever they perceive a possible threat. I made a video making a lot of jokes and just voicing my opinions about women, and he's calling me a hateful, misogynistic incel. But how many videos has he reacted to of feminists saying very hateful things about men? They don't do that because they don't care about men. It's not a matter of who's being attacked or who's being wrong or who's saying sexist, hateful things. It's all about attacking right-wing men or even men who voice their frustrations or complaints about women. It's totally fine for women to do it to men, but not fine the other way around. How many times do you think they've called feminists man-haters? None. Whereas for me, I literally have called out hatred on both sides. I have talked about women who explicitly hate men, who are self-proclaimed femcells. I have also talked about incels who hate women. I have talked about and criticized the red pill and black pill. And I call out a lot of these grifters trying to make money at the expense of men, because I genuinely care about men and women. I care about these people who have been hurt. People like Xanderhal and on the left, they don't. They only call out one side because they're ideologically possessed demons, because so much hatred has filled their hearts, because they don't care about you. People like Xanderhal actively hate you. That's why they're doing all of these things. Stop listening to their bullshit excuses. They fucking hate you. That's it. It is that simple at the end of the day. I mean, you can see the blatant double standards in this clip. Take a look at this.
Because in their world, non-conformity to societal expectations is a sin. To be cringe, to be different, and to not care what other people think of you is the worst thing you can possibly be. Lacking self-awareness or refusing, or being self-aware and not caring how people think of you for the way you present yourself because you don't align with societal expectations is considered disgusting by conservatives. They see it as a moral failing that makes you deserving of the utmost harassment and vitriol. A lot of them think that women are just out there trying to live to please men, and that they're dumb for not realizing that men aren't into this red flag look, when at no point does the realization hit them that women do not in fact live to please men, or to look attractive to men.
He says that about women. Women shouldn't care about appealing to men, being attractive to men. These women aren't trying to be attractive to you. You shouldn't care about being seen as cringe. And he equates it to me saying it's evil. One, I never said it was evil. It's not evil to look cringe, to look weird, to not fit in or be attractive to the opposite sex. I never said any of those things. However, it is very important to pay attention to these things because they do affect your life. It isn't a matter of what's right or wrong. It's a matter of what helps you, what benefits you. And you certainly don't want to give this advice to men. And you said this about women. Women shouldn't have to care about how they're seen by men. You shouldn't have to care about being seen as cringe. I say you're entirely wrong. And you don't have to raise a moral or ethical argument against this. It's just impractical and will ruin your life. Imagine if we had this exact same mentality for men. Again, let's just expose this double standard we have with how we treat men and women differently. Imagine me saying to a guy, you don't need to develop social skills. You don't need to care about how other people see you. You don't need to take care of your appearance to not be seen as weird. Men, who cares if women see you as creepy? A man can literally just go up and try to have a good, honest, genuine conversation with people and be seen as creepy because he's socially awkward. He has good intentions, he's trying to do things that aren't even wrong, but he'll be seen and outcasted as a creep. There's nothing morally wrong with people seeing you as creepy, as long as you're not doing anything immoral and certainly not trying to. People around them will be uncomfortable with what they're doing, but it's not harmful and he has no bad intentions. What's immoral about it? Nothing. It just ruins his life. Who cares what they think? You moron. Of course it's important about how people see you. It doesn't have to be immoral or an ethical question to say it's very important, and yes, it does matter. I can go to a job interview and say it doesn't matter if I'm in my pajamas if I can perform my job. To them, though, it does matter, and in fact, it's going to lose me the job. I don't get the job, I end up not making money, and I become homeless because I neglect this very important thing, being your appearance or how people see you, even though there's nothing ethically wrong with being seen in a bad way. And it's also practical and important to judge based off of appearance. Yeah, like what about all these creepy guys with women? Yeah, sure. Many of them are harmless and have good intentions. They just can't socialize. But to a woman, do you think she can take that chance? What if it just so happens to be that this guy she has a bad feeling about, who is being creepy, has bad intentions for her? She gives him that chance and she pays for it for the rest of her life. He does something horrible to her. It is not wrong for her to pay attention to his appearance or to care about people being creepy or weird, even though there's nothing quote-unquote immoral about it yet. And for the job interviewer, yeah, he has the best interest of not hiring people he thinks are going to be a drag to his business. I know you don't have a job, but yeah, it is pretty important when it comes to jobs to dress up well and to take care of your appearance. And there's nothing immoral about people in general not wanting to associate with those who are weird or creepy. They're playing it safe and they're under no obligation to associate with somebody like that. That person needs to change. And even though at the end of the day, nothing moral has happened, yes, it very much affects all of their lives in positive and negative ways. And another perfect example of why it's important to care about your appearance, about how other people see you, is Xanderhal. He's the living embodiment of somebody who doesn't care about their appearance. You couldn't survive as Xanderhal on YouTube if you cared about how people saw you. The left constantly makes fun of you. The right constantly makes fun of you. Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody even watches you. You've been doing YouTube for over a decade, and you can barely get 4,000 views at a time. Maybe if you took care of your appearance, you actually cared about people's experiences when watching your videos, how they saw you, maybe people would watch you or actually care about the content you put out there. Maybe you would make better videos. But maybe that's asking too much of somebody with a confirmed IQ of 97. Your IQ is literally lower than that of a hot summer day. Your IQ is nothing. It serves zero purpose. You should get a real job now. Which is just so funny. Like, right after he was ranting about me being an incel, about conservatives being horrible and unhappy, he then begins to beg on stream.
With that said, if y'all enjoy my stuff, if you want to support it and help boost it in the algorithm, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. Maybe even a hype. It really, really does help a lot, and it's totally free. And of course, don't forget, if you want to see more from me online, if you want to see more from me online, you can subscribe. Hit that like button as well as follow my social medias down below. Particularly, I recommend that you join my fan Discord. That's the main hub of my fan base and community.
Aw, how wholesome is that? Guys, you should support my video. Did you know that every time you like and subscribe, a job application is sent straight to Xanderhal's door? Can we hit 100,000 job applications being sent to Xanderhal? We're really close. But yep, that's the end of this video. I had a little bit more written here, but the video has gone on long enough, and I don't know if it's funny enough to add into the video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I gave it a good honest effort to try and be as funny as I possibly could at times. Some I just went full on serious, but I hope you enjoyed it. But as always, I hope you have a good one.
And remember, Captain, be positive.